श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पदान् शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम्। ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे श्रीगुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ श्रीशङ्कराचार्यस्वामिने नमः। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।
नमस्ते महोदय।
नमस्ते।
साई लक्ष्मी भगिनी।
नमस्ते महोदय।
नमस्ते। Go ahead.
ओम
Is the audio okay or I am only having audio problem?
No. She is having problem. Usha Srinivasan Bhagini.
नमस्ते महोदय।
Namaste.
ओम श्री परमात्मने नमः। अथ दशमोऽध्यायः विभूतियोगः। श्री भगवानुवाच भूय एव महाबाहो शृणु मे परमं वचः। भूय एव महाबाहो शृणु मे परमं वचः। I'm missing the tune nowadays. एतेऽहं प्रीयमाणाय वक्ष्यामि हितकाम्यया। भूय एव महाबाहो शृणु मे परमं वचः। यतेऽहं प्रीयमाणाय वक्ष्यामि हितकाम्यया।
Yatteham, not yateham. Yat te aham. Yatteham.
Sorry. Etteham.
Yeah. Next.
Veena Fanishri Bhagini. Okay. Banu Rekha Bhagini.
नमस्ते महोदय।
Namaste.
नमे विदुःसुरगणाः प्रभवन्न महर्षयः अहमादिर्हि देवानां महर्षीणां च सर्वशः।
Good. I think we did up to this shloka, right? Last week.
Yes, Mahoday.
Okay, we'll continue now.
Krishna Pavani Bhagini.
Yo mamajamanaadhincha.
यो मामजमनादिञ्जचा यो मामजमनादिञ्जचा
Dhincha.
दिञ्च
Yeah. Yo mamajamanaadhincha.
यो मामजमनादिञ्चा यो मामजमनादिञ्चा
Veti lokamaheshwaram.
वेत्ति लोकमहेश्वरम् वेत्ति लोकमहेश्वरम्
Yo mamajamanaadhincha. Veti lokamaheshwaram.
यो मामजमनादिञ्ज च वेत्ति लोकमहेश्वरम् यो मामजमनादिञ्ज च वेत्ति लोकमहेश्वरम्।
It's not dinjacha, dincha.
दिञ्च
Dincha, that's no dinjacha.
यो मामजमनादिञ्च वेत्ति लोकमहेश्वरम्।
Correct. Good. Next.
Sri Lakshmi Bhagini.
असम्मूढः समर्थ्येषु
असम्मूढः समर्थ्येषु असम्मूढः समर्थ्येषु
सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते
सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते
असम्मूढः समर्थ्येषु सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते
असम्मूढः समर्थ्येषु सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते असम्मूढः समर्थ्येषु सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते.
Good. Next.
राजेश्वरी शिवशंकर भगिनी
यो मामजमनाधिञ्च वेत्ति लोकमहेश्वरम्.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste.
Yo mamajamadanincha veti lokamaheshwaram. Yo mamajamadanincha veti
No,
lokamaheshwaram.
I think you had some there was a mistake in that. I just picked the word for you. Yo means yaha. Yaha means who, the person, whoever it may be. Mam, that is mam means me. Ajam, unborn. Anadim, beginningless. Mam, ajam, anadim. Mam, ajam becomes mamajam. Mam, ajam, anadim. Mamajamanadim. Okay, the one who understands me as unborn and beginningless is the meaning. Mama Jamanadim, Mam Ajam Anadim. Okay?
Yo mamajamananincha veti lokamaheshwaram. Yo mamajamadanincha veti lokamaheshwaram.
You had Jamadani, you are telling it is Yo Mam Ajam Anadim. Yo Mama Jamanadim. Yo Mam Ajam Anadim.
Jamanadim. Yo jamanadim. Yo jamanadim. This is okay?
Correct. Yo Mama Jaman. Yo Mam Ajam Anadim. Mam Ajam Anadim.
Yo mamajamananincha veti lokamaheshwaram.
Good. Once again.
Yo mamajamananincha veti lokamaheshwaram.
Good. Next.
शरद चवन महोदय
असम्मूढः समर्थ्येषु सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते
असम्मूढं समर्थ्येषु सर्वपापैर्प्रमुच्यते असम्मूढः समर्थ्येषु सर्वपापैर्प्रमुच्यते.
Okay, there is no need for stopping it there. Asammudaha, you can say Asammudah samartyeshu sarvapapaih pramuchyate.
Okay, sir.
Repeat it again.
असम्मूढस्य मर्त्येषु सर्वपापैर्प्रमुच्यते.
No papair, it is papaif.
पापै असम्मूढस्य मर्त्येषु सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते.
Good. Next.
विजयलक्ष्मी आर भगिनी
First line 2 times.
नमस्ते महोदय
Namaste.
यो मामजमनादिञ्च वेति लोकमहेश्वरम् यो मामजमनादिञ्च वेति लोकमहेश्वरम्.
Good. Next.
श्रीमती भगिनी
Second line 2 times.
नमस्ते महोदय
Namaste.
असम्मूढस्मर्त्येषु सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते असम्मूढस्मर्त्येषु
असम्मूढस्समर्थ्येषु
असम्मूढस्मर्त्येषु सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते.
Good. Next,
Lakshmi Bibi Bhagini.
the two lines together slowly.
Yes, sir. यो मामजमनादिञ्च वेत्ति लोकमहेश्वरम् असम्मूढः समत्येषु सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते.
Good. Next.
Sheila Shinde Bhagini.
यो मामजमनादिञ्च वेत्ति लोकमहेश्वरम् असम्मूढः समर्थेषु सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते.
Good. Next.
Rajalakshmi Bhagini.
नमस्ते महोदय.
Namaste.
यो माम जन्म यो माम जन जमनादिञ्च वेति लोकमहेश्वरम् असम्मूढः समत्येषु सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते.
Good. Next.
K. Lalita Bhagini.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
यो मामजमनादिञ्च वेत्ति लोकमहेश्वरम् असम्मूढः समर्थ्येषु सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते.
Good. Next.
Veena Fani Shri Bhagini.
नमस्ते महोदय.
Namaste.
यो मामजमनादिञ्च वेत्ति लोकमहेश्वरम् असम्मूढः समत्येषु सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते.
Pramuchyate.
प्रमुच्यते.
Not pray. Pra.
प्रमुच्यते.
Correct. Okay, go ahead.
असम्मूढः समत्येषु सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते.
Good. Next.
Sai Lakshmi Bhagini.
यो मामजमनादिञ्च वेत्ति लोकमहेश्वरम् असम्मूढः समर्थेषु सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते.
Okay, next, one more person.
Gurumurthy Mahodaya.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yo mamajamanaadiච්ච वेति लोकमहेश्वरम् असम्मूढसमर्थ्येषु सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते.
Okay, good. So we are now talking about the glory of Bhagavan or power of Bhagavan. Okay. So he even told in the earlier shloka that even Devas etc. do not know, Devas and gods, Name Viduhu Suraganaha Prabhavam na Pahasyaha. Even those people does not know my beginning. Prabhavam, they do not know about my beginning. Aham Adihi Devanam Maharshinam cha Sarvashaha. I am the earliest of even Devas, Maharishis, and everything that we have. For everything, I am the Anadi. I am Adihi. Aham Adihi. I am I am the earlier. That's what he had told. Now in this, Yaha, Yo means, actually it is Yaha. Yaha means the one, Veti, the one who knows. Okay, what does he know? Mam, Ajam, Anadim. The one who knows that I am Ajam, I am unborn, and Anadim, I am beginningless. So the one who knows that I am unborn and I am beginningless, and the one who knows that I am the Loka Maheshwaram, I am the Lord of the entire universe. Okay. So now if you look at that way, the Veti, if you look at many of these slokas, we will get this kind of statement, Vid and Veti, Vidaha, all those things. That means with Veti, etc. is called knowing. Okay. If you look at our Hindu religion, especially when you are getting in spirituality, Bhagavan does not say that have faith in me. He says know me. You have to understand the difference between have faith in me and have you know me. So he says that know me. He does not want to have faith. And they're thinking that somebody, like a small child, we say Bhagavan is there, we have to pray God. That is faith. Because mother says, then that is faith. But Bhagavan, every time when he takes Veti, with all these things, he says, please know me. He does not say, don't believe me. Don't have faith on me. He doesn't say that. He says, know me. That's what he says, which means that this is the biggest difference between our religion and many other religions. If you look at many other religions, you will find that they say, have faith in so and so God. Bhagavan has, God has told, so we should follow that. Here he says, first to know me, then you understand what I am telling. So he says, know me, Veti. And there is a big difference between knowledge and faith. Okay. If you say knowledge, then you know it. When you have a knowledge, you will never have any problem anytime in your life. Supposing you have the knowledge that 2 plus 2 is 4, will you have a confusion even when you are absolutely tensed up and you are in a kind of situation where things are extremely tragic in life? That time also, if somebody asks you 2 plus 2, you'll say 4 because you've got a very, very clear knowledge. So, but faith means that if somebody says that 2 plus 2 is 4, you have to have faith in that. That will not stand. And there is also another thing is that when you have faith, when you have a religious faith, when you are having religiosity, which is predominant in us, and we have faith, then what happens is that in times of situations where we have some tragic situations, then the faith will follow it. Immediately we say, where is God? I was believing God. God has ditched me. God is useless. We come to a situation, God is not there. There's no God. I have been just going to temples. I've been doing all these kinds of puja, punaskaram, everything. There's no God. He is not taken care of. That is the way we come to a conclusion. If you have faith, faith can be broken any times. When the situation is having lesser intensity of impact on you than the faith, then you will have faith. But if the situation is having a higher impact on your life than the faith, faith will fall. You will start questioning God itself. So faith is a blind belief, whereas Bhagavan says, no, no, no. Once you know, you will not be able to, you will never be challenged. You will absolutely be unfazed about it. You will never have any kind of agitation in the mind that even in the worst of situations, once you have that knowledge, you will never start having any kind of waveringness because 2 plus 2 is always 4. Whether you are having a calamity and then you are standing in front of the avalanche at Kedarnath, that time also 2 plus 2 is 4. Mind is agitated. You still know that because you have the knowledge. So knowledge is unwavering. Here he talks about Yaha, Mam, Ajam, one who is unborn and Anadi beginningless, one who knows, and the one who knows that I am the Lord of the world. If he knows that, then Asam Mudaha, he is a person who is absolutely free of delusion. Okay, once a person has understood God, not only we are trying to understand, we are trying to get the knowledge, but the knowledge is transformed into bhakti and understanding and then knowing the Bhagavan. Not only knowing, recognizing the Bhagavan, then those people, they are absolutely going to be getting rid of their papas. That's what we said. Once somebody understands and realizes himself, all his papas will be all getting freed off. So, asammudaha, the person who is not deluded with that I am anadim and I am unborn and I am the Lord of the world, those people who do not have delusion on that, saha martyeshu, that person among the people martyeshu, sarva papai pravuchyate, he is absolutely liberated of, freed of all the papas because he has already come over jivatva. He has been able to transcend himself and he is not a jiva anymore. His ego, which was separating him from the Bhagavan, is gone. So he is going to be absolutely freed of all the kinds of papas, whatever he has been carrying for different births. That is what is the meaning of this shloka. That is, he is talking, Bhagavan is talking about his own power and his own, what is called, glories. Yoma majamanadhincha veti loka maheshwaram asammudas samartyeshu Sarvapapaih pramuchyate. Okay, we'll go forward.
Bhanureka Bhagini.
Yes.
Buddhirjnanamasammohah.
बुद्धिर्ज्ञानमसम्मोहः बुद्धिर्ज्ञानमसम्मोहः
Kshama satyandamashramah.
क्षमा सत्यन्दमः शमः क्षमा सत्यन्दमः शमः
Buddhirjnanamasammohah. Kshama satyandamashramah.
बुद्धिर्ज्ञानमसम्मोहः क्षमा सत्यन्दमः शमः बुद्धिर्ज्ञानमसम्मोहः क्षमा सत्यन्दमः शमः.
Good. Next.
Lakshmi Devi Bhagini.
Sukham dukkham bhavo bhavah.
सुखं दुःखं भवो भावः सुखं दुःखं भवो भावः
Bhayam cha bhayamev cha.
भयं च भयमेव च भयं च भयमेव च
Sukham dukkham bhavo bhavah. Bhayam cha bhayamev cha.
सुखं दुःखं भवो भावः भयं च भयमेव च सुखं दुःखं भवो भावः भयं च भयमेव च.
Very good. Next.
Rajalakshmi Bhagini.
Buddhirjnanamasammohah. Kshama satyandamashramah.
बुद्धिर्ज्ञानमसम्मोहः क्षमा सत्यन्दमः शमः बुद्धिर्ज्ञानमसम्मोहः क्षमा सत्यन्दमः शमः.
Good. Next.
Rajeshwari Shivashankar Bhagini.
Sukham dukkham bhavo bhavah. Bhayam cha bhayamev cha.
सुखं दुःखं भवो भवो भावः भयं च भयमेव च सुखं दुःखं भवो भावः भयं च भयमेव च.
Good. Next.
Usha Srinivasan Bhagini.
First line 2 times.
Yes, sir. बुद्धिर्ज्ञानमसम्मोहः क्षमा सत्यन्दमः शमः बुद्धिर्ज्ञानमसम्मोहः क्षमा सत्यन्दमः शमः.
Good. Next.
Gurumurthy Mahodaya.
Yes.
Second line 2 times.
Sukham dukkam bhavo bhavah bhayam cha bhayameva cha sukham dukkam bhavo bhavah bhayam cha bhayameva cha.
Good. Next.
Sri Lakshmi Bhagini.
Yes, sir.
2 shloka ones.
Okay. बुद्धिर्ज्ञानमसम्मोहः क्षमा सत्यं दमः शमः सुखं दुःखं भवो भावः भयं च भयमेव च.
Good. Next.
K. Lalita Bhagini.
2 shloka.
Yes, sir. बुद्धिर्ज्ञानमसम्मोहः क्षमा सत्यन्दमः शमः सुखं दुःखं भवो भावः भयं च भयमेव च.
Good. Next.
Krishna Pavani Bhagini.
2 shloka.
बुद्धिर्ज्ञानमसम्मोहः क्षमा सत्यं दमः शमः सुखं दुःखं भवो भावः भयं च भयमेव च.
Good. Next.
श्रीमती भगिनी.
बुद्धिर्ज्ञानमसम्मोहः क्षमा सत्यं दमः शमः सुखं दुःखं भवो भावः भयं च भयमेव च.
Good. Next.
वीणा फानिश्री भगिनी.
बुद्धिर्ज्ञानमसम्मोहः क्षमा सत्यं दमः शमः सुखं दुःखं भवो भावः भयं च भयमेव च.
Good. Next.
विजयलक्ष्मी आर भगिनी.
बुद्धिर्ज्ञानमसम्मोहः क्षमा सत्यं दमः शमः सुखं दुःखं भवो भावः भयं च भयमेव च.
No person.
शरद चवन महोदय.
बुद्धिर्ज्ञानसम्मोह क्षमा सत्यं दमः शमः सुखं दुःखं भवो भावः भयं च भयमेव च.
The thing is, the first line is you chanted as Buddhir Jnanam Sammoha. Sammoha means delusion. Bhagavan says Asammoha is very clearly told. But when you chanted, you missed it ma. Buddhir Jnanam Asammoha with this Buddhihi Jnanam Asammoha. So you have to be careful with that pronunciation. You missed that ma. It becomes Sammoha. Sammoha means this thing, delusion. Asammoha means absolutely clear.
Okay.
No delusion. So that you have to be conscious. Buddhir jnanam sammoha.
बुद्धिर्ज्ञानमसम्मोहः क्षमा सत्यं दमः शमः सुखं दुःखं भवो भावः भयं च भयमेव च.
Good. Okay, good. So we'll go to the next shloka also. Then we'll take the meanings.
राजलक्ष्मी भगिनी.
Ahimsa samata tushtihi.
अहिंसा समता तुष्टिः अहिंसा समता तुष्टिः
तपोदानय्यशो यशः.
तपोदानय्यशो यशः तपोदानय्यशो यशः
Ahimsa samata tushtihi. Tapodanayasho yashah.
अहिंसा समता तुष्टिः तपोदानय्यशो यशः अहिंसा समता तुष्टिः तपोदानय्यशो यशः.
Good. Next.
शीला शिंदे भगिनी.
Bhavanti bhava bhutanam.
भवन्ति भावा भूतानां भवन्ति भावा भूतानां
Mattayeva pruthagvidaha.
मत्त एव पृथग्विधाः मत्त एव पृथग्विधाः.
Bhavanti bhava bhutanam. Mattayeva pruthagvidaha.
भवन्ति भावा भूतानां मत्त एव पृथग्विधाः भवन्ति भावा भूतानां मत्त एव पृथग्विधाः.
Good. Next.
उषा श्रीनिवासन भगिनी.
First line 2 times.
अहिंसा समता तुष्टिः तपोदानय्यशो यशः अहिंसा समता तुष्टिः तपोदानै यशो यशः.
Good. Next.
वीणा फानिश्री भगिनी.
Second line 2 times.
भवन्ति भावा भूतानां मत्त एव पृथग्विदाः भवन्ति भावा भूतानां मत्त एव पृथग्विदाः.
Good. Next.
राजेश्वरी शिवशंकर भगिनी.
Full shloka.
Ahimsa samata tushtihi tapodanai yasho yashaha bhavanti bhava bhutanam matta eva prithak vidaha.
Good. Next.
के ललिता भगिनी.
Full shloka.
अहिंसा समता तुष्टिः तपोदानै यशो यशः भवन्ति भावा भूतानां मत्त एव पृथग्विधाः.
Good. Next.
लक्ष्मी बीवी भगिनी.
अहिंसा समता तुष्टिः तपोदानै यशो यशः भवन्ति भावा भूतानां मत्त एव पृथग्विधाः.
Good. Next.
श्रीमती भगिनी.
अहिंसा समता तुष्टिः तपोदानै यशो यशः भवन्ति भावा भूतानां मत्त एव पृथग्विदाः.
Good. Next.
भानुरेखा भगिनी.
अहिंसा समता तुष्टिः तपोदानै यशो यशः भवन्ति भावा भूतानां मत्त एव पृथग्विदाः.
Good. Next.
श्रीलक्ष्मी भगिनी.
Yes, sir.
The full shloka.
Shloka. Ahimsa samata tushtiः तपोदानै यशो यशः भवन्ति भावा भूतानां मत्त एव पृथग्विधाः.
Good. Next.
गुरुमूर्ति महोदय.
Yes, ma'am. अहिंसा समता तुष्टिः तपोदानै यशो यशः भवन्ति भावा भूतानां मत्त एव पृथग्विदाः.
Good. So if you look at the shloka 4 and shloka 5, Bhagavan has talked about around 20 qualities. What are those things? Buddhi. Buddhi is number 1. Then jnanam, knowledge. Buddhi, intelligence. Jnanam, knowledge. Asammoha, free from delusion, free from wrong understanding. Kshama, kshama is forbearance, tolerance. Kshama, satyam, truthfulness. Damaha, self-control. Shamaha, mind control. Sukham is pleasure. Dukkham, sorrow. Bhavaha, existence. Abhavaha, non-existence. Bhayam, fear. Abhayam, no fear. There are 13 qualities he has called here. Buddhi, Jnanam, Asammoha, Kshama, Satyam, Damaha, Shamaha, Sukham, Dukkham, Bhavaha, Abhavaha, Bhayam, Abhayam. So 13 qualities he has talked about in these 2 lines. Then Ahimsa, Samata, Tushtihi, Tapaha, Danam, Yashaha, Ayashaha. Another 7. So there are 20 different qualities Bhagavan has talked here. And these 20 qualities are present in all of us, right? If you look at that way, every one of these, all these qualities in some combination will be present in people. Something to be a higher extent, something to be a lower extent, all these things. And so Bhavanti Bhava Bhutanam, all these things will be existent in all the living beings. And where does these qualities come from? Pruthak Vidaha, different types of dispositions like what we have seen, 20 different dispositions. Matta Eva, it has all come from me. It's all my qualities, it's all my glories. So Bhagavan says, all these 20 qualities that you are seeing, which may be a part of you, or you may have predominantly or 20, you may have 15 of them, some of them you may not have, depending upon your this thing. So he says that all these things, he says, all those qualities are all from me. Okay. So what are these? Buddhi, intelligence. And we know that Bhagavan is the most intelligent person. Buddhir buddhimatam asmi. We had done that in the chapter number 9 or chapter number 7, I think. Buddhihi buddhimatam asmi. I am the intelligence and the intelligent. That's what he had told. So Bhagavan has already talked about the glory of Buddhi as his glory in one of the slokas. Then Jnanam. Jnanam is knowledge. What is knowledge? Knowledge is the way we understand the entire thing. Now we are trying to understand Bhagavan. The highest knowledge that anybody can have is only the knowledge of Bhagavan, and then not only knowledge, and then recognition of Bhagavan, and also having ultimate knowledge that I am in no way separate from Bhagavan. That is Jnanam. That once you have that knowledge, then you Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati. That's what they say. Once they have the knowledge of Brahman, they become Brahman itself. Then that knowledge itself becomes Bhagavan. So he says that Jnanam is also me. Asammoha. Asammoha means the free from delusion. The clarity that I have very clear, 2 plus 2 is always 4. I have absolutely no doubt about it. This is all Bhagavan. The entire universe I see is all Bhagavan. And if you have that kind of a clarity, then there's no illusion. So there is no illusion means you are totally clear of misunderstanding. There is no misunderstanding at all for you. So once a person has gone to that level of disillusionment, then he is asammoha, one. Secondly, moha can come from what? Moha can come from our lack of understanding. Lack of understanding is that all those kinds of things, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, all those things are there. And then raga, dveshas are primarily from moha only. So once a person has been able to conquer raga, dvesha, when we talked about that extensively in karma yoga, then the person who has already overcome raga, dveshas, he has got no delusion. He is not going to be attracted by what is going to come into him from the world of interactions. He is absolutely clear. I am only focused on trying to understand myself. I am not going to be driven by these external things. That is not the purpose of my life. My life purpose in the short span of 70, 80, 90 years is that I have to know myself. That is the reason for my birth. So absolutely clear person. Asammoha. Kshama. Kshama is forbearance, tolerance. A person knows that anything that is becoming a difficult situation, at some point in time, it is going to become okay. He will say that it is all a play of God, it's all a play of things. So let me not get overburdened. I may have a difficulty, sudden rainfall that I'm not able to go out. Then I have to have forbearance. So forbearance is in terms of anything. It can be on a personal problem, it can be on a personal physical problem, or it can be some kind of achieving something you are not able to. But Kshama means the person will be able to maintain utmost composure, even at times of adversities. He knows that he'll tolerate that. Tolerance is important. And Satyam. Satyam is truthfulness. In this case, the Satyam should not be misunderstood as Brahman. Satyam should be understood as, when do you say that a person is Satyavadi? The Satyavadi, when he is going to be himself, within himself, is not interacting the world, then the Satyam need not be a real issue that we have to talk about. But only when interacting with other people, truthfulness comes out. So Satya means the person is going to be absolutely truthful in terms of interacting with other people. So that particular quality, Bhagavan says, is P. Then Damaha. Damaha means self-control. Controlling all the sense organs in the body and ensuring that I have a full control of what my senses will go after. That's called Damaha. Then Shamaha is mind control, controlling the mind. Okay, because mind also is something which keeps like a monkey going from place to place. Anybody who is having a mind control, Shamaha, Dhamma will definitely be taken care of. Okay. when the person has got a very good shama, then dhamma is taken care of. But in case shama is yet to be gained, only through shama also sometimes we have to control dhamma. By mind control only, we also have to control the senses. So if you look at that way, just imagine any person who is going to be having these qualities that we have got. The first line that we have talked about, buddhi, jnanam, asammoham, clarity of thought. You go and sit with one Swamiji from so and so, any one of the ashrams or any one of the mutts, and he gives an explanation of various kinds of doubts that we have. Absolutely gives clarity. Asammoha means he has no confusion, he gives a beautiful clarity. So that is asammoha. So you look at anybody who has got very good buddhi, very good jnanam of the subject matter of Brahman and Bhagavan and self, etc. Asammoha, kshama, tolerance, satyam, he only talks satyam, and then have absolute mastery over his mind control and self control. Then what do you say? What do you see in him? If you look at that kind of a person, you say he's a very divine person. Many people, when you interact and when they exhibit these qualities, no, you say he's a very divine. When I interact with him itself, no, the way he was speaking was so shantam, he was talking. He was very clear about what he is talking about. What he spoke, no, I have to take it as a Vedavak. It's such a satyam. And he had so controlled. There are so many people asking questions. He never had any kind of agitation in his mind. Very calm. He was able to manage everything. Suddenly the power went off also. Still, he did not bother. He was just absolutely calm. Otherwise, everybody would have gone jump up and down. So when you look at these kinds of qualities, that those kinds of qualities come from people who have got absolute purity at heart. He says that purity of heart, that is all because of me. That is my glory. Buddhihi, jnanam, asammoha, kshama, satyam, damaha, shama. So when you look at that way, if we at all we have to understand our own inner self and our own divinity, we have to focus on all these qualities that Bhagavan is talking about and then make it as a part of our own quality. Are we able to be composed when we are having some situation which makes us angry? If we are able to have composure, kshama. Then even in the worst of things, worst of situations, when we have to talk, we always talk the truth. We are very clear now. We are absolutely clear that when I am in the process of spiritual journey, I am sure that I am understanding very clearly. I got a very good knowledge about Bhagavan and everything is Bhagavan Sarvam Kalpitam Brahma. And I understood that now I need to go for recognition of that. So I am having devotion to Bhagavan. That is totally going to become asammoha, no delusion, very clear. Jnanam already has come into you. So he says that all these qualities are mine. Then he further goes, Sukham, Dukkham. So that is the happiness and also Dukkham. He says both of them are mine. So when you ask a question, why should Bhagavan say Sukham is mine? Sukham is mine. Okay, Bhagavan is always pleasing, fine. But why Dukkham? Why Dukkham also he says is my own glory. Why he says it is my divinity and my glory. Now the thing is that if everything is Sukha, then there's no Dukkha there. If there's going to be 100 fantastic light, there's no darkness. Sukha is known only in the absence of dukkha. Absence of dukkha is sukha. So you'll be able to appreciate sukha only when somebody has passed through dukkha. Otherwise, sukha will not be of any value. You will not realize the value of shade unless otherwise you are stuck in the sunshine. Otherwise, you feel taken for granted. Similarly, sukham is something which you can realize only when you had experienced dukkham. Otherwise, Sukham does not have value. Only Sukham, like in a Surga Loka. Then there's no Dukkha. Then there's absolutely no issues. But we have Sukha and Dukkha. If you look at a human life, we face both. We have Sukha and Dukkha. It is not continuing. Sukha is there for some time, then Dukkha happens. But Bhagavan says both of them are me. And the other question is that, as one way of understanding is that only when you understand Dukkham, you'll be able to understand Sukham. The other thing is that Bhagavan is a karma phala data. Anything that you do, the entire thing that we are facing in the world is prarabdha karma, and Bhagavan is the karma paladata. Karma paladata being that he is going to be ensuring that based on the karmas that you have done, he is going to assign you with either sukham or dukkham. So he says it's all my qualities only. It is something like a headmaster reprimanding a child. It's also a dukkham for the child, but headmaster has got to do his job. That is his quality. So sukham, dukkham is mine. Bhavaha, abhavaha is mine. Bhavaha, means existence. Abhavaha is non-existence. So existence, we all understand creation is my responsibility. I am the quality. My glory is because of which the entire creation is taken place. A child is born because of Bhagavan's glory. If you look at that way, we all take it as granted. But if you look at the kind of things that happen, and then a child is born with so many faculties and nice heart and liver and lungs, it's a kind of a marvelous creation. Bhagavan says that existence is me. And abhavaha, non-existence also is me. Because anything that is got created in a timeline, it is got to vanish. And that abhava takes place. And that abhava is also because of me. Okay. Similarly, bhayam is because of me. Bhayam is yeah, kind of, supposing if your father is there, if a child has done a mistake, then when it goes to the father, it has got a fear. So it is not that what happens is that the mere presence of that is able to provide the fear, because it is not that the other person is giving the fear, making the person fearful, but the consciousness, the divinity in him is bringing out that fear. The divinity itself is there inside him, the self, that itself starts having that kind of a, not the divinity, the kind of ego itself is starting to give that kind of a fear. So that fear portion of that when experience is also because of me. If you find that there is no fear of God, okay, then what happens is that everything will go out of control. There is a fear of God for everybody. We have got a fear inside ourselves, that because of fear only many things we don't do. And that fear that we have is also a glory of God which has instilled that fear in us so that we are able to start going in the right track. Just because the available presence of policeman is going to make us fear and ensure that we obey the signals. So that is also me. So the policeman is not per se a person creating the fear. Policeman just watchful eyes of this thing, he creates the fear. So that is bhayam is also me. Abhayam, when I have a problem, the policeman has found that the person was driving and then suddenly fell down. He's the first person who is going to come and help him out. Abhayam, he's going to help him out. So fear is also me, lack of fear is also me. So all these 13 qualities Bhagavan says is all me. Then ahimsa, if you look at that way, Bhagavan cannot create ahimsa to anybody, himsa to anybody. He ahimsa. So even when you look at a Swamiji, they are very, very highly enlightened Swamiji in any of these things, they will not be hurting anybody, even in the words that they speak. So that is the kind of divinity they have in them, that quality. And the divinity Bhagavan says is mine, ahimsa. Ahimsa is, it should not be a himsa in terms of words or in terms of physical also, it should not be a himsa. The person should never get threatened by the presence of this person. That is ahimsa. In fact, whenever people take sannyasa, one of the biggest oath they take is that ahimsa. Ahimsa means they are not going to be competitive with anybody. If somebody is competing with me, only I have fear. If I read these and I say that I have studied these things and go for the exam, you find the other person is going to take a better mark. So you have got a fear. Fear is there in life because of competition also. So when you look at these people, when they take sannyasa, the first thing that they talk about is that they are not going to be competing in the world. They have got absolutely no competition. Because there's no competition, there's no fear of. They are not going to be creating any kind of fear on anybody. Ahimsa. Samata, equanimity. Bhagavan has already told that. Namo, Deshtosti, na deshtosti, na priyaha. I don't have anybody whom I hate. I don't have anybody whom I like. So samata, equanimity with everybody, whether any creature also is equal. Even if you look at the Mahabharata story, till the last minute, Bhagavan was trying to be supportive to Duryodhana. He was talking to him. He told him, please do that. So he does nothing against anybody. So he is samata, equanimity. Tushtihi. Tushtihi means contented. Absolutely, what is required in life is contentment. Whatever we have to have contentment. So that contentment that we feel is a glory of Bhagavan, Tushtihi. Tapaha, austerities that we mentioned, the kinds of tapas that we have, it's all Bhagavan. Dhanam is again Bhagavan's glory. Yashaha, ayashaha. If you look at that way, dhanam, we feel that whatever we give is only a dhanam. But when you really look at this particular entire world, everything is being given to us. Right from the time we are born, our birth has been given to us. We have been given a lot of things for us to be grown. We have been provided. If you look at that way, there are a lot of people who have worked in terms of making us to this level. Somebody has done that. So if you look at the highest level of thing that is being done, is Dhanam is Bhagavan. Bhagavan's quality is Dhanam. Yashaha, fame, is again Bhagavan. Infamy, Ayashaha, is also Bhagavan's glory. Some people, when they have infamy, it is also because of the karma bala, karma's doctrine of karma acts on them. So Yasho is also because of the glory of Bhagavan. Ayashaha also is Bhagavan because of the glory of Bhagavan. And whatever we are talking about now, Bhayam, Abhayam, all those things that we talk about, the 11th chapter, when we see Vishwadrupa Darshanam, some of the ways by which we look at the Bhagavan when he shows himself, no, we have tremendous fear. That is, he says that I am that fear also. If you, so he is now talking about all these kinds of qualities, all these kinds of things that is there. Bhutanam bhavanti bhavaha, all these bhavas, all these kinds of behavioral traits are all there in the entire living beings. Matta eva pratakvidaha, it has all come from me. It's all my glories. So when you look at all these kinds of behavior and emotions that you have, all these emotions are centered on the divinity within oneself. Okay. Next.
Sri Lakshmi Bhagini.
Maharshaya sapta purve.
Maharshaya sapta purve. Maharshaya sapta purve.
Chatvaro manavasthata.
Chatvaro manavastata. Chatvaro manavastata.
Maharshaya sapta purve. Chatvaro manavasthata.
Maharshaya sapta purve. Chatvaro manavastata. Maharshaya sapta purve. Chatvaro manavastata.
Good. Next.
Rajalakshmi Bhagini.
Madbhava manasa jataha.
Madbhava manasa jataha. Madbhava manasa jataha.
Yesha loka ima prajaha.
Yesha loka imah prajaha. Yesha loka imah prajaha.
Madbhava manasa jataha. Yesha loka ima prajaha.
Madbhava manasa jataha. Yesha loka imah prajaha. Madbhava manasa jataha. Yesha loka imah prajaha.
Good. Next.
Gurumurti Mahodaya.
Maharshaya sapta purve. Chatvaro manavasthata.
Maharshaya sapta purve. Chatvaro manavastata. Maharshaya sapta purve. Chatvaro manavastata.
Good. Next.
Lakshmi Bibi Bhagini.
Madbhava manasa jataha. Yesha loka ima prajaha.
Madbhava manasa jataha. Yesha loka imah prajaha. Madbhava manasa jataha. Yesha loka imah prajaha.
Good. Next.
Vijayalakshmi R Bhagini.
First line 2 times.
Maharshaya sapta purve. Chatvaro manavastatha. Maharshaya sapta purve. Chatvaro manavastatha.
Good. Next.
Srimati Bhagini.
Madbhava manasa jataha. Yesha loka imah prajaha. Madbhava manasa jataha. Yesha loka imah prajaha.
Good. Next.
Sheila Shinde Bhagini.
2 lines together.
Maharshaya sapta purve. चत्वारो मनवस्तथा मद्भावा मानसा जाताः एषा लोक इमा प्रजाः.
Good. Next.
के ललिता भगिनी.
महर्षयः सप्त पूर्वे चत्वारो मनवस्तथा मद्भावा मानसा जाताः एषा लोक इमाः प्रजाः.
Good. Next.
भानुरेखा भगिनी.
महर्षयः सप्त पूर्वे चत्वारो मनवस्तथा मद्भावा मानसा जाताः येषा लोक इमाः प्रजाः.
Good. Next.
उषा श्रीनिवासन भगिनी.
महर्षयः सप्त पूर्वे चत्वारो मनवस्तथा मद्भावा मानसा जाताः येषां लोक इमा प्रजाः.
Good. Next.
शरद चवन महोदय.
Yes, sir. Full shloka.
Yeah, yeah.
महर्षयत् सप्त पूर्वे चत्वारो मनवस्तथा मद्भावा मानसा जाताः एषा लोक इमाः प्रजाः.
Okay. Next.
महर्षय
लक्ष्मी भगिनी. साई लक्ष्मी भगिनी.
महर्षयः सप्त पूर्वे चत्वारो मनवस्तथा मद्भावा मानसा जाताः एषा लोक इमाः प्रजाः.
Good. Next. One more person.
राजेश्वरी शिवशंकर भगिनी.
महर्षयः सप्त पूर्वे चत्वारे मनवस्थता मद्भावा मानसा जाताः येषा लोक इमाः प्रजाः.
Chatvaro. Okay, not Chatvare. I heard it as Chatvare.
Okay.
Chatvaro. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. So the Bhagavan says that as a part of his glory, Bhagavan says that at the beginning, when the entire thing was created, the first level of creation of beings, the human beings, rishis, etc., all of them came from his mind. It was not that, there was no need for the kind of God and goddess, etc. He says that first level of creation, I had made that. Who all he has made? Maharshaya Saptaha. There were 7 Maharishis that were there. These 7 Maharishis, of course, there is one more 7 Maharishis also are there. But initially, at the time of creation, Bhagavan has told that there are 7 Maharishis, like Atri, Bruhu, all those people. I don't remember the name. Some of the names can be Marichi, Angira, Atri, Pulasya, Pulaha, Kratu, and Vasishta. These were the first 7 Sapta Rishis that has been created by Bhagavan himself. Maharshaya Saptaha. Purve means long time ago, before the human beings and other creations that started in the universe. So Maharshaya Saptaha. Then Chatvaraha. This Chatvaraha starts talking about the 4 children of Brahma. It is Sananda, Sanananda, then Sanat Kumara, and one more Sanatana. There are 4 people, 4 boys. And those 4 people were also created at the time of creation after Brahma. These 4 people also came through Brahma or Bhagavan himself. So Maharshaya Saptaha, Chatvara Sanat Kumara, and then Manu. If in the 4th chapter we started talking about Imam Vivaspade Yogam Proktavan Anasuyave Vivasvan Manave Praha Manu Ikshvaka Me Brabit. He said that at the time of creation, Imam Vivaspade Yogam Proktavan Anasuyave. Yeah, he said that this particular yoga, that is Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, the entire thing about Bhagavan, etc., he said that I taught to Vivaswan, I talked to Surya Bhagavan. And then Surya Bhagavan, then Vivaswan Manave Prahaha. Surya Bhagavan then subsequently told Manu. Then Manuhu Ishvaka Vebravi. Then Manu passes it on to Ishvaku Kula. In which Ishvaku Kula we had Rama and all those things. Harishchandra, Rama, all those people are part of Ishvaku Kula. But initially Surya Kula, he was the one who said that I only taught these highest truth to sun god at the time of creation. He said. Then he said from sun god it came to Manu. So Manavasthatha is primarily like the same way the creation of Manus, all the 14, there are 14 Manus there. Those 14 Manus were also created by me. So in one of those Manus is called Vaivasvata. So even today when we talk about Mahapat Samasta, we say Vaivasvata Manvantare. Vaivasvata is that Manu who is currently ruling Manvantare. The Manu, Vaivasvata, is currently the ruling person of the entire cosmos. That is the way even today when we do Mamapata Samasta, we do the Mamapata Samasta Dudakshetwara Shri Parvitam. Then we say that Vaivaspada Manvantare, Atta becomes we say that no. So that Manvantare is one of the Manus. There are out of 14 Manus, 4 Manus are supposed to be ruling over the entire cosmos at any point in time. These things are purely a kind of a technical thing. We don't have to go much into it. But one of the most important thing is that when you look at it from the perspective of all of us, each of us have got a Gotra. So, for example, I belong to Bharatwaj Gotra. So, somebody will have Kaushik Gotra, somebody will have Vishwamitra Gotra. It's all different people have different Gotras, and all those Gotras are folding up to Rishis. And the Rishis are created by Bhagavan. So, if you look at that way, the entire evolution has come from Bhagavan only. When you look at that way, from the Bhagavan, from Rishis, all of us have come. And then that is the reason why we always have this kind of Gotra is one of the things that we always tell when we start doing salutations to elderly people. So if you look at that way, the entire thing came only from the Rishis. So Bhagavan says that this is the way I created. How did I create? Madbhava Manasa Jataha. They were all born out of my mind. That's it. It is not that there was a need for a goddess and then all those kinds of processes. It was just created by the mind. Bhagavan said these seven Saptarishis, these 4 Sanat Kumaras, and these 14 Manus all to be created, and then it is all created by his mind. And then Yesham Loka Ima Prajaha. From there, they took the responsibility of creation, which has subsequently followed. Then we got the entire creation that we are all now experiencing. All those things came from these people. So he said that initially it was that is my glory. With my glory and my power, I created the Saptarishis and the Sanat Kumaras and the Manus, and then through my mind, and then from there, the entire humanity has started, and then entire living beings have been going on for millions and millions of years. And Brahmaji is there, and he is able to manage everything as his kalpa, and Vaivasvata is able to rule over the entire cosmos in terms of the orderness, etc., etc. So the entire thing, he says that my glory is that I started it at that time. Okay, so we'll stop with this. Yo mamajamanaadhincha veti lokamaheshwaram asammudas samartyeshu sarvapapais pramuchyate buddhir jnanamasammohah kshama satyam damashamah sukham dukkham bhavo bhavah Bhayam cha bhayameva cha ahimsa samata tushtihi tapodanai yasho yashah bhavanti bhava bhutanam mattayeva prutakvidha eta mahashaya sapta purve chatvaro manavas तथा मद्भावा मानसा जाताः येषा लोक इमाः प्रजाः ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ